Any sales or purchases happens on credit basis, we call it as trade credit. What do you mean by medium, long as well as short? See, anything which is less than 1 year, we call it as short-term finance. Now, anything which is 1 to 5 years, we call it as medium-term finance. Everybody, group of people as an equity shareholder, they invest and they initiate the business. That is called venture capital. Hello everyone, I am your Adarsh, lecturer in Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. So we are in the session 3 of your topic called Financial Management. Under Financial Management, we are talking about the introduction about Financial Management. Now, under Introduction about Financial Management, we done with all the basic concepts like we done with your what is financial management, it is objectives, goals, everything we discussed already. Now, so what we are going to do in today's session, it is a very important for your examination. Why? Because in your examination this will be short question in your question paper. If you go back your last 10 or 12 years question paper, out of 12 question paper, all 12 question paper, you will get this question like sources of finance. What is that? Sources of finance. So this is the most important as well as 100% sure short question. We'll go for that. We'll discuss about that. Your agenda will be very simple. Sources of finance. Under this, you have sources as well as medium term, long term and short term sources of finance. So which are those? Medium term, long term as well as short term sources of finance. Now, under sources of finance, we have medium, long as well as short. What do you mean by medium, long as well as short? See, anything which is less than 1 year, we call it as short-term finance. Now, anything which is 1 to 5 years, we call it as medium-term finance. Now, anything which is more than 5 years, more than 5 years, we call it as long-term sources of finance. Very simple. You have taken money from outsiders and you promise that I'll pay you after 5 years. That is long term. You have taken loan from outsiders. You promise that I'll pay in within 5 years. That is a medium term. And a same example, you have taken money and you promise that I'll pay you back within 1 year. That is called short term. Hope you understood what is short, medium as well as long term. Now, before we go to your sources of finance, first we will understand what do you mean by sources of finance. Now, in this, sources of finance for business are equity, debt, debentures, retained earning, term loans, working capital loans, letter of credit, euro, issue, venture funding, etc. So these comes under sources of finance. Each and everything I'll explain you in the next slide. We have a table. In the table I can explain you one by one. Before that, you understood these things which are included in sources of finance. Now, these sources of fund are used in different situation. Like few things for short term. If you want raw material, you will go and borrow for short term. If you want to purchase some other asset of huge amount like 1 crore, you will go for long term. Like it will be classified on the basis of your requirement as well as the value of asset. Now, similarly, they are classified based on the time period. As I told you, less than 1 year, 1 to 5 years, 5 to 5 and above. That is on the basis of time period. ownership. Ownership means whether it is our own or from outsiders. Then control, like it may be internal or external, like that. Now, their sources of generation is ideal to evaluate each source of capital before opting for it. Means if you want to go for loan, before that you have to evaluate. Evaluate means you have to sit and think, should I go for long term, should I go for short term, should I go for 1 to 5 years, or else should I go for within 1 year. If it is long term means the interest part will be less. If it is a short term means interest part portion will be higher. Everything you have to keep it in mind, and you have to go for your opting of your sources of finance. Hope you understood. Now, so this will be your sources of finance chart. So your complete topic of sources of finance, which is included in this chart. Now, I'll go out of the screen. Please take a screenshot. Why? Because once I start explaining means I'll write everything on this, so that you will not even find where is the second point or third point. Better you take screenshot when it is clean only, before I make dirty. Now, hope you have taken screenshot of this. We'll go for next one. Before that, instead of explaining here, I'll explain you in the chart itself, so that you will understand better. Now we'll go for one by one in this. First, on the basis of time. On the basis of time, we classify into what? 3 types. Now, in this, we have long term, medium term, as well as short term sources of finance. Now, under this, first we'll go for short term, then we'll come for medium, and finally we'll come for long term sources of finance. Now, in this, first one will be trade credit. What do you mean by trade credit? So, while explaining short term, keep it in mind that everything for max to max 1 year. Now, trade credit means it is very simple. You have done some sales, and that customer promised that within 1 or 2 months I'll pay you your selling price. Now, this is called trade credit. Similarly, if you go for like anything you have purchased from your supplier, and you promise that I'll give you after 3 months, these things we call it as trade credit. Any sales or purchases happens on credit basis, we call it as trade credit. Now, this is done. Next, short-term loans like working capital loans. What do you mean by short-term loans? Now, short-term loans means very simple. It is only for short period. It may be 1 month, 2 months, or max to max 1 year. Now, like working capital means what? Like there are 2 types of investment. One will be your capital, other one is working capital. Like if you want to purchase your asset, if you want to purchase some property, then you will go for capital investment. Now, working capital means you have to pay your salary to your laborers, electricity bill you have to pay, insurance you have to pay, you have to purchase your raw materials. All these things, day-to-day expenses, we call it as working capital. All current assets and current liabilities will come under working capital. These are investment comparatively less, as well as in the day-to-day basis you need these amount. Then if you have shortage, then what you will do? You will go to outsiders. You will ask that to pay salary I need 1 lakh. Will you give me 1 lakh? I'll give you after 1 month. They will give you 1 lakh on interest basis. You will set off all these salaries and you will pay them after 1 month. This is called short-term loans like working capital loans. Then fixed deposit for a period of 1 year. Fixed deposit for a period of 1 year. Now, in this what will happen means any fixed deposit, like you have 5 lakh rupees worth, what you will do? You will go to bank and saying that I'll keep this 1 lakh for 1 year. After 1 year, I'll take my 1 lakh. Along with 1 lakh, I may take 5 to 6,000 interest also. It will be how much? 1,05,000. This is all about your fixed deposit for a period of 1 year. Next, advances received from customer, like, so anything if you want to purchase, like bike you want to purchase, like Royal Enfield, maybe it is a unique version, so advance pre-booking required. The bike price is around 2.5 lakh. Now, if you pay 50,000, yeah, you will get bike after 6 months. Now, whatever 50,000 you paid 6 months before, earlier, we call it as advance received from customer. So this is also nothing but your short term. This how many months we have spoke about? Only 6 months. Why? Because everything comes within 1 year. Now, creditors, same thing already I explained you. Your trade credit comes under creditors. Anything bills payable, you have taken documents and you have granted loan, all comes under payable. Bill discounting and factoring. What is factoring or else bill discounting? I'll give you simple example, like this is me, maybe seller. This is you, buyer. Or else we can call it as you're the customer. Now, you have purchased one mobile or something from me. What is the value of that mobile? The value, I have a mobile shop. You bought a mobile worth rupees 50,000 from me. Now, I am the seller, you are the buyer. Now, 50,000 worth mobile you bought from me. And you promised that, sir, I'll give you that 50,000 after 3 months. Again, I'll repeat. You bought a mobile worth rupees 50,000 and you promised that I'll give you that 50,000 after 3 months. So, should I believe? Yes, I'll believe that. But in return, I'll take a check from you. What I will take? I'll take 50,000 worth check from you. Now, so up to 3 months, I cannot disturb you because there is an agreement between me and you. 3 months, you have given me check. After 3 months, I can encash that check. Now, agreement is done, but next day itself, I need money, some emergency. Maybe my friend or somebody admitted to hospital. I need 50,000 emergency. What I will do? Can I come to you and ask for 50,000? Answer is no. Why? Because there is an agreement between me and you. Up to 3 months, I am not supposed to disturb you. Then what I will do? I'll go to bank. I'll go to bank. I'll not come to you. I'll go to where? Bank. I'll request bank that, sir, there is a 50,000 check. After 3 months, this person will give me 50,000, but I need now itself. What bank will do? Bank will agree. Bank will agree. I can pay you that amount, but I will not pay you 50,000. I'll pay you 45,000. How much bank agreed? Bank agreed that I'll pay you 45,000. So, something is better than nothing. What I did, I agreed. I agreed for 45,000, but bank said, I'll give you 45,000, but you should give me that check. I'll give you 45,000, but you should give me that check. I agreed, I'll give the check to bank. I collected 45,000. Clear? Yes. Now there is no relationship between me and you because I got my money. Now, for me, it is a punishment that I want today itself. That's why 5,000 is my punishment. Now done. Now what will happen? After 3 months, bank will come to you. I will not come to you. Bank will come to you. Bank will ask you 50,000 by showing that check. Then you will pay 50,000. Bank will get 50,000. This is called factoring or bill discounting. What is the benefit to bank? Bank got 5,000 profit. Clear? By coming in between, bank will earn how much? 5,000. This is called factoring or else we can call it as bill discounting. Hope you understood. Now, this is done. These are called as short-term sources of finance. Then, next will be medium-term sources of finance. What is medium-term sources of finance? Under this, we have preferences, debentures, medium-term loans, lease finance, hire purchase finance. Now, preferences, you know that, and we'll learn more in cost of capital chapter. Now, debenture, it is nothing but loan. If you are taken loan, they will give you a certificate. That certificate we call it as debenture certificate. Then, medium term loans like financial institution, government, commercial bank. From these people, you can borrow money. Next, hire purchase finance, like you have taken any goods, like what is the concept of hire purchase means, like there is a machine value is 10 lakh. You cannot afford that 10 lakh in single shot. What you will do? You cannot go to bank also. What you can do? You can go and request that seller will go for hire purchase system. Now, if it is 10 lakh, every year I'll pay you 1 lakh with interest up to 10 years. After 10 years, if I pay 10 lakh plus interest, you give me that asset. Up to 10 years, you are not the owner, just you are paying installment. Once you're done with 10 years, the goods or asset will be yours. So that is called as your hire purchase financing. Hope you understood. Lease financing, you know that. So I'll pay you lump sum amount, you give me this asset. After 10 or 15 years, again you take back. That is called lease financing. This thing we call it as medium term. Now, anything which is 1 to 5 years, we call it as medium term sources of finance. Now, we'll come to your first one, long term sources of finance. Under long term sources of finance, we have equity, preference. So these two we will explain you later, not today. Why? Because in cost of capital, I am going to explain you equity, preference, everything in detail. It will be double work for me as well as for you also. You need to listen twice. That's why these things, just remember, equity and preference we'll discuss about later. Now, internal accrual, anything which is given to your manager, director, or a customers or anything, and they promise that I'll pay you after 5 years, after 8 years. Those things we call it as internal accruals. Or else any claim you have made, and a claim will be given after 5 years. Any insurance you have made, the insurance will be claimed or it is benefited after 10 years. These things we call it as internal accruals. Next, debentures are bonds. If it is for less than 5 years, it will come under medium term. If it is for more than 5 years, it will come under your long term. Now, venture funding, term loans, you know that number of years it will be mentioned. 10 years loan, 25 years loan, 20 years loan. We call it as term loans. Then, venture funding. What is venture funding? Understand? Now, group of people, they invest. Keep it in mind that so this business will boom, this business will give you good profit, this business have bright future. By keeping in that mind, they invest, they pull in as an equity shareholder for certain business. That is called your venture funding. The venture means what? Particular task, particular business. Everybody, group of people as an equity shareholder, they invest and they initiate the business. That is called venture capital. Old companies, we don't call it as venture capital. The new company, we call it as venture capital. Now, asset securitization. Now, if you want a 10 lakh loan, what you will do? So, you have to pledge your property. You have to pledge your machineries. You have to pledge your building, factory. So, by pledging that, you can borrow money. That is called asset securitization. Asset, keep it as a security and borrowing loans. Normally, these kinds of loan will be for longer term. These kinds of loans will be for long term. That is called your asset securitization. And the last part will be international financing, like euro issues, foreign currency loans, ADR, JIRIA. What is ADR and JIRIA stands for? ADR means American Depository Receipt. Again, I'll repeat. ADR means American Depository Receipt. What do you mean by GDR? Global Depository Receipt. Global Depository Receipt. Now, why this ADR and GDR you want? Like, you're being in India, you want to invest the stock market of foreign. Like, you want to invest stock market of other countries. So, you can go through ADR or GDR. With the help of your Indian currency, you can invest in other countries' stock market. That is called your GDR as well as ADR. Clear? So, these are we called as long term, medium term and short term on the basis of time. Clear? I am taking much time. Why? Because this is very important. Clear? If it is a small theory, just I'll brush it up, but this is very important. So whatever examples I told you, please write on there itself. Later you will not remember this. And luckily you have a chance that if you forget something, again you can go back and watch the video. Instead of making that, write down once so that no need to go back and watch the video. Then the second part will be basis of ownership and control. Basis of ownership and control. Under this, owned fund and borrowed fund. So what is that? Owned and borrowed. Like, if it is your own money, we call it as own fund. Like, whereas if your family members are investing, own fund. If your own owners, like members are investing, is called own fund. Borrowed means you have to take from outsiders. Borrowed means from outsiders you will borrow. Now, own fund, yeah, equity capital, preference capital, retained earning, convertible debenture, venture fund. These things we call it as own fund. I already explained you what is equity, preference, retained. Retained earning I did not explain you now. Retained earning means very simple. I'll give you best example like your salary is 10,000. What is your salary? 10,000. Out of 10,000, 2,000 you have saved. In the month of January, you saved how much? 2,000. In the February, same salary, you saved 2,000. March, 2,000. April, 2. June, July, August, September, October, November. Similarly, every month you have saved 2,000 out of your salary. Salary means what? Your earning. Out of earning, you saved, you retained 2,000. So, all put together per year, 2,000 into 12, how much you saved? You saved 24,000. This 24,000, you can use it for your business. That is called retained earning. Whatever earning you earn, in that you have retained, you have saved. That is called retained earning. Now, we're done with retained earning. Convertible debentures means if debentures can be converted into equity shares, if debentures can be converted into preference shares, we call it as convertible debentures. Now, venture fund are private equity. We already discussed. Next, loans from financial and commercial as well as debenture. Remember, debentures always outsiders. Debentures cannot be called as owners. Clear? Now, if your dad invested in the business, you can call your dad as an owner. If your somebody else invested and it is like loan, every month you have to pay him interest, then we don't call it as owner, we call that person as loan, money lender. Now, this is all on the basis of ownership and control. And the last one, basis of source on generalization. Now, simple, internal as well as external. Equity share, preference, retained, convertible, venture fund all comes under internal sources of fund. What are external sources of fund? Now, in this, retained profit, reduction of working capital, sale of asset, etc. Like, if you are selling your asset, that is external factor that also comes under your external factor on the source basis of generalization. Clear? Now, in your examination, which are the things you have to remember? My suggestion, your first chart is sufficient. Your examination, only the first chart which are in green color, that is sufficient. These are additional information. If you can, if possible, you remember, or else you can skip. If possible, you can remember, or else you can skip. The second chart is okay, but a third chart is not required. Clear? First one compulsory, second one optional, third one it is left to you. Clear? Yes, we'll go for the next. Again, we have discussing about individually. I'll not explain you anything. Just I'll read out what are the long term, what are the short term, and what are the medium term. Now, long term sources of finance, nothing but your share capital, equity, preference, retained earning, debenture, term loans, venture funding, asset securitization. These things comes under long term. Again, your medium term, you have same preference. Why it is both the sides? Any preference shares which is redeemable, repayable within 5 years means medium. Any preference shareholders which are redeemable above 5 years, that will come under long term. Similarly, your debenture, lease financing, hire purchase, medium. Remember, equity shareholder never comes under medium. Equity shareholder is always long term. Why? Because we never repay equity amount. If you are a person, you have invested in my company as equity shareholder. Now, whatever you have invested, I will not pay you back. I will not pay you back. Only if I am closing my company, you will get your investment. Why? Because you are the real owner of the company. The owner will not take back his capital. He will be benefited. If company earning profit, he will get dividends. Your capital will be multiplied. Capital amount will be increased, but you will not be paid back. Now, your short term, you have trade credit, factoring, bill discount, advance, short term, receivable and payable, fixed deposit for less than 1 year. These things comes under short term finance. So this is all about your today's session. We discussed about the sources of finance. Now, in this, as I told you, it is the most important. Every question paper you will find this question. Only in financial management. Don't see your other question paper. Only in financial management question paper you can find this question. So give importance as well as spend some time to learn this concept. Thank you.